Who will be the Super Bowl halftime show performer 2026 through 2030? Now, this year, 2025, it is Kendrick Lamar in New Orleans. And keep in mind, guys, these predictions are my own opinions, but ultimately, it is Jay-Z who decides the halftime show performer. That's not a joke. Actually, back in 2019, the NFL partnered with Jay-Z's Roc Nation, and they decide the halftime show performer. So keep that in mind when making predictions, that he has the final say in who does the show. So next year's Super Bowl is in San Francisco, where Coldplay was performing. That was 10 years ago, actually, 2016. And it was Coldplay coming out with Bruno Mars and Beyonce. A very aesthetically pleasing show, lots of beautiful colors there. So next year's game is on NBC. It's in San Francisco, Levi's Stadium. And I'm going to go with who else but Jay-Z himself, with DJ Khaled and Lil Wayne. Now, people think Lil Wayne was snubbed this year in New Orleans because he's from the area, I guess. This one just works out perfectly because these guys are all part of Jay-Z's Roc Nation Entertainment Group. And of course, Jay-Z himself wants to be, his name wants to be on the halftime show. He might do a song or two, but really he's the producer. And then you'll have DJ Khaled out there with all the guest performers. It's going to be a really fun show. It's going to be a crowded stage next year if this happens, but should be interesting to see these artists get their time in the spotlight 2026. And then guys, 2027, okay, this one's tough. This could be a lot of different people because this Super Bowl is on Valentine's Day 2027, yes, February 14th, and it's broadcast by ESPN, ABC, guys. It's going to be a sea of red and pink hearts. It's going to be a very heart-themed show. And in my mind right now, I see a woman performer. I see a lady on stage. This could be Nicki Minaj. This could be Ariana Grande. But I will go with Dua Lipa. I just think she has the stage presence. She has the big hits right now. And her career is going to be peaking at 2027 time. Perfect time for her to do the show. It'll be high energy, lots of dancing, and a very fun one. The only problem here is usually they don't go with international artists. I know she's not from the United States, so we'll see how that plays out. But that is 2 years down the road. I'm going with Dua Lipa. Put your money on it right now. Guys, here's a controversial one. People might disagree with this one. Okay, Drake has so many global hits. He's one of the biggest global artists of all time. I know there's stuff going on right now. It will all be forgotten in 3 years, guys. Trust me. The news moves quickly, and this stuff will all fall out in 3 years from now. Drake's career will still be successful. He's still one of the most streamed artists of all time, and he will have his show. I don't see any way Drake never performs a halftime show at the Super Bowl. Also, I know he's not from the United States, I guess, but no, he's going to get his time. That'll be a huge show. Plenty of big ratings there because he's popular all over the world, and this would be a global show. And then here we go. I think this one, 2029, I think this one's in Miami, or it's not been announced yet, but I will go with Cardi B, Bad Bunny, and J Balvin. Obviously, they did one song together at least. I like it. Back in 2018, a huge song all over the world. But all these artists right now are so popular, and I think over the next 3 or 4 years, their careers are going to take off really globally. And Cardi B will have her time in the Super Bowl halftime show. She'll be the main performer, but I also see other performers around her helping out, and kind of like a Latin-themed show, if this one's in Miami or whatever, would also be a huge show, blockbuster ratings, 2029. And then way out in the future, 5 years from now, who is it going to be in 2030? So right now, you have some options. You could say Billie Eilish. You could maybe even say Miley Cyrus. But I think there's one artist that's clear and obvious who has not done the halftime show yet, and it would be a global smash, legendary show if she wanted to do it. Now, I think by this time, all her re-recordings will be done, and she'll have rights and ownership of all her own songs. And guys, it will be Taylor Swift in 2030 doing the halftime show. Finally, her career is going to be, at the peak. Probably the most popular artist of the 2020s is Taylor Swift by far. She's been around for, I guess, by that time, over 20 years. And she'll be due for a huge show with most of her iconic hits and a nice, 13-minute, 15-minute long show. And it will get 150 million viewers. It's going to be crazy. She could do it in a year if she wants to. It's ultimately, does she want to do it though? I feel like at this point in her career, she's bigger than the Super Bowl. Now we'll see in 5 years from now, but she's so popular right now. Her own tour It's bigger than the Super Bowl. It's not even close. She has no reason to do the Super Bowl. People are actually saying that maybe this year with Kendrick Lamar, she'll come out and do a song. It's like, why would she do that? She has nothing left to prove, especially at this point in her career. She's just kind of, enjoying her Eras tour and all that. Re-recordings are still happening. But in 5 years, once all that is accomplished, her global tours are coming to an end. Why not do the Super Bowl halftime show? And if it's not her, guys, I would like to see Lady Gaga again come out and do a second act, because that was really good back in 2017, I believe. Who else could you see potentially? I'm trying to think. I guess Olivia Rodrigo, Harry Styles, maybe. I was also thinking like Imagine Dragons, which I feel like a lot of people would hate that so much. I don't like Imagine Dragons, but they're pretty big all over the world. You could see like Linkin Park coming back together, with their new singer. We'll see, guys. Put comments below who you think could be the next 5 halftime shows in the Super Bowl. Your guess is as good as mine. I really have no idea. I'm just going off vibes at this point, guys. My voice is giving out. That means it's time to end the video there. Thanks for watching, and have a great day. Bye.